ready to rumble. On Friday and Saturday of this weekend, we had a pair of top 10 matchups on ISC and MyND TV. Tonight, those two winners meet. It is the Hendricks County champion in Plainfield, the Marion County champion in Lawrence North. Both teams in the top 5 in the state, and both teams at 14-1 on the season. Tonight's game on ISC and MyND TV, presented in part by Banks & Brower. For every hour, there's Banks & Brower. By the Ed Martin Automotive Group, the only name you need to know. By Galitco and Daily, we go to work when you can't. Learn more at IndianaWorkers.com. By Lawrence Township Schools. Learn more about Lawrence excellence at ltschools.org. By LD Smith Plumbing, the big dogs of plumbing. By Nathan Begley of Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Let's insurance together. By Unranked Hoops, Indy's first Eurostyle Basketball Academy. Check out unrnkd.com. And by Wabash College. Schedule your visit today at wabash.edu. Greg Rakestraw, joined by the director of the Indiana All-Stars and Mike Broughton. And Mike, you and I loved the game we saw on Saturday night. One of those teams is here in Lawrence North. And frankly, the question is, this is their 5th game in 8 days. How much is left in the tank for Chris Giffin's team?
Well, I don't really know. I think Coach, I just talked to him a few minutes ago. He's really worried about it and the fact that, like you said, 5 in 8 days, but they were a tough 5. And, I mean, that game with Pike was a physical basketball game where they were behind and had to fight to catch up. And so we'll find out about the second quarter what they got.
And the Marion County tournament is a big deal. That is an emotional high. It's hard to get back up in 3 days, even when you're playing a team as good as Plainfield. And between Smith and Baker Lands, Mike, they have as good of a 1-2 punch as any team in the state.
Yeah, they're going to be able to compete for the state championship, but that sectional is murder's row. And so they're going to have to be very good to get out of their sectional. But if they do, they have a chance to run all the way to the state.
And they just beat 2 ranked teams, one in 4A, one in 3A, at Carmel and at Northview. What does that tell you about Andy Weaver's team?
Well, Andy's been looking forward to this team. I know they were a little young last year, but they're mature now. You got a D1 player going to DePaul, and you got a junior that's very good. And then they got good complementary players, physical players, and they're a physical basketball team, which Plainfield hasn't had that many over the years.
Their point guard, Landon Gilligan, headed to St. Francis as well. Again, this is as good as any team in the state. But as Mike alluded to, same sectional as Pike, Ben Davis, Brownsburg, and Avon. Nothing is guaranteed for either of these teams. The gentleman on your screen just won his 2nd Marion County Championship. His team's next game is coming up next. We're back in 2 minutes as you're watching on ISC and MyND TV.
You know, Wabash is a school for people who are serious about reaching their full potential. If you really want to be challenged, you really want to reach your goals, you really want to take the road less traveled, if you're the kind of person that wouldn't have it any other way, we have a culture here where people outwork and outlove every day. And if that's what you're looking for, then we're your place.
The MSD of Lawrence Township embodies educational excellence, unlocking the full potential of every student we serve. Where innovation meets tradition, our students excel in welcoming safe, state-of-the-art facilities. A traditional public school district, Lawrence Township boasts a 95% graduation rate. On the court and in the arts, our students excel. Join the Lawrence Township family, where learners thrive, surrounded by values that resonate with home. Lawrence Township, your destination for a brighter future.
Hey, it's Query.
And I'm Schultz.
And each and every week in podcast form, video form from the ISC Sports Network, we do Query and Schultz, brought to you by Bailey and Wood, the fine folks south side of Indianapolis, but serving all of central Indiana for the best mortgage rates.
And, of course, we record right here at Chilly Water Brewing Tap Room and our friends at Hoagies and Hops, 42nd and Boulevard, right here in Indianapolis. We're talking Colts, we're talking Pacers, we're talking Hoosiers, we're talking Boilers, we're hanging with you.
We talk the tall and the short of it, right? Is what we do.
Whatever, man. Every Tuesday night, 7:30, right here on the ISC Sports Network.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com. Starting lineups being introduced for Lawrence North. Same five we saw on Saturday, the win against Pike. Cameron Webster, Brennan Miller, Duke Carnes, Britton Thomas, and Shandon Gilbert. And again, I know in Webster and Miller, you loved what you saw from those two guys on Saturday night.
Yeah, they did a fantastic job. Just their toughness and their sportsmanship and their unselfishness carried Lawrence North to the Marion County Championship. And they're going to be a special team if they can come back tonight and play well, because that means they're one of the top teams, because they can get through the part where you're tired and you can fight through it.
Wildcats score 69 a game, give up 57, shoot 52% from the field, and make just shy of 7 threes a game. There is Noah Smith, 6'9" again, bound for DePaul University. Ironically, the Blue Demons are in town tonight. They're playing at Hinkle Fieldhouse against Butler as we speak. Harper Baker lands, a junior, 18 points, 3 rebounds a game. That is Trey Barton you see on your screen. Chase Swafford, 6'1" senior, and Landon Gilligan. And around Smith and Baker lands, frankly, are a whole lot of seniors, Mike, that know their role and play it well.
They really do, and they're an unselfish team as well, and they get the ball to their big two, and the other guys play their roles, and they are one of the top teams in the state.
Plainfield scoring 70 a contest. Andy Weaver on the middle of your screen. 414 wins in 31 years as a varsity head coach. They have had 9 consecutive winning seasons. This makes it 10 at Plainfield High School. Andy is currently 17th amongst active coaches in terms of career victories.
See, this is a big game for Plainfield, more so than even Lawrence North. I know they're both 14-1, but Plainfield's trying to believe they belong. And Lawrence North's been at the Semi-State the last 2 years. Plainfield's trying to prove to the state they belong in the top 3 or 4 teams.
And again, we are underway. Greg Strong, Mike Broughton with you here on ISC and My Indy TV. Second year these two teams have played. LN won at home by 9 last year. Spot up 3 is good for Britton Thomas.
Thomas had a great game on Saturday night. Lawrence North comes back in a 2-3 zone. They're trying to match up a little bit in the zone to start with to get Plainfield to stand.
Thomas 7 points, including a 3-pointer made against Pike.
I like this start by Coach Giffen to start in zone, because Plainfield's going to be hard to guard with the 6'9" guy. You can't have Miller getting any foul trouble. Only problem is, can they rebound the ball when it's shot?
Both these teams shoot 39% from three-point range. And both make around 7 threes a game. Plainfield has Gillian working in the middle of that zone. Smith answers with a corner 3.
Well, that's why he's a Division I player. When you're 6'9" and you go out and jump shoot the 3, he'll have big days ahead at DePaul.
So both teams make a 3. Their opening trip down the floor. 70 seconds and we're time. Miller going to work. Change his mind in midair. Smith forced the turnover.
Well, Miller made a good move to the basket, but the hands are big on the inside. I think he was trying to kick a pass to the corner, but they weren't there.
And again, for both Smith and Baker lands. Tonight's game's an even bigger deal as Smith catches at the elbow and scores again. Both their fathers, outstanding players at Lawrence North High School.
Well, those first 2 shots are as pure as any kid in the nation as far as jumping up and shooting the basketball.
Webster on the drive, Good look that would not go. Gilbert on the crash, could not track it down. Baker lands, looks to push. Plainfield's lone loss came out of Lawrenceburg a couple of weeks ago. Barton puts it up and in. 3 for 3 to start the game for Plainfield. The 7-3 Quakers, 2 minutes in. Smith the block for the Quakers. Gilbert, loose ball. Barton eventually wrestles it away.
Plainfield's the aggressor right now. Lawrence North on their heels.
Baker lands for 3. No. Swafford tips it away. It'll be LN basketball.
I think Lawrence North needs to run some kind of set this time. Get the ball into Miller, get the ball to Webster, or maybe get an outside shot from Carnes. They need to set up here and run a little offense instead of just be scrambling around.
D. Cleater of a screen set by Miller, but Webster turns it over. Second LN giveaway. Smith blocked by Miller.
Great play by Miller on the defensive end.
3 in the corner. Thomas again, not that time.
See, it's too quick a shot for Lawrence North. Plainfield wants to speed it up. They haven't played for a few days. They want to speed things up.
Gilliott down the lane. High archer does not go. Gilliott, one of the state's leading assist men. He averages 6.5 dimes a game.
For Darren Webster to shoot it right there, but a good job in setting up. Run some offense here. Try to get him a good shot.
Yeah, he'll take the 3 and he'll make it.
Well, they gave him the shot, and I guess that was a good shot because they weren't going to play him.
Webster, a game-high 18. Most of his damage done from the line against Pike. He went 11 of 13.
They guarded him the other day at Pike. That's why I was surprised. They kind of left him alone on that first shot.
Extra pass finds Baker, lands for 3. Got it. Harper, a 41% three-point shooter.
Plainfield's come out hot on the offensive end and fighting for loose balls on the floor, scrambling. Toughness.
Well, what gets your attention, Mike, is the fact that LN turns the ball over less than 10 times a game. They've got 3 in the first 4 minutes.
And when the ball goes to the ground, there's been 2 scrums, and there's been 2 or 3 Plainfield kids and maybe 1 Lawrence North. They're hungrier right now to try to win this basketball game.
Plainfield resumes mid-state play on Friday. They take on Mooresville. Plainfield really has bulked up their schedule this year. Shot blocked and taken away by Miller. His second block. Webster, Thomas, Gilbert blocked again. That was Swafford that got that one.
There's been 3 blocks by Plainfield in the first 4 minutes of the game.
Couldn't get it back to Smith. Good spacing. Baker lands. No. Swafford, yes.
Now Lawrence North right now, I thought we'd see it in the second quarter, but they look tired right now, and the game's just started.
Off the window, score it for Chandon Gilbert. Again, LN played North Central, Roncalli, Park Tudor, followed by the game against Pike last Saturday. Beat North Central by 20, Roncalli by 10, Park Tudor by 13, and Pike in overtime.
Well, Lawrence North is really leaving the middle of the defense wide open in the free throw lane area. If they had any cutters for Plainfield, you got a layup.
So far, 2 made threes here by the Quakers.
Matching up, 2-3 matchup.
Smith turns and scores. And again, because of that high arcing shot, it's almost an unguardable shot at this level.
Yeah, he was off balance and made that shot. It was a great shot off balance. Very skilled athlete.
He's got 7. Miller going to work, creates some space and scores.
See, that time he just kind of rooted Noah out of the way, Noah Smith. He just kind of pushed him and bumped him and got the shot on the inside. He needs to do more of that, attack him in the chest.
4 different players have scored so far for Lawrence North. It was a higher scoring opening quarter against Pike as well. And that game settled into a half-court battle, which favored Lawrence North.
This is a fast-paced first quarter right here.
Man, this time down for LN, and Carnes got a piece of Barton's shot.
It's been 5 or 6 blocks in the first 6 minutes of the game.
Webster left alone, and took a minute to realize it. Smith couldn't hang on to it. And that's part of what Noah will need to do once he gets to the Big East. He knows, and he's got the frame to do it. Have to put some weight on it.
Well, he's going to be stronger in the Big Easter. He's not going to get to play much because they're going to be all over him, jumping on the back. But I think he'll do it like you said. He's got the frame to do it, and I'm sure he'll hit the weight room pretty quick once he graduates from high school.
Miller on the duck in, fouled. I think it's on the floor. And that is the first foul whistle of the game, 6 minutes in.
This might be the fastest quarter we've had this year as far as no calls, no whistles, no nothing, just up and down action.
Logan Ferris and Isaac Stead both checked in for Plainfield. Both seniors, both averaging 3 points a game.
I imagine Smith and Miller have played a lot against each other over the last 5, 6, 7 years in AAU, so they know each other well.
Miller fires a three. That does not go. And Baker Lands will track it down. So out of the zone for Downing, and LN has always historically switched between the two as much as any team you see locally.
They have trouble switching tonight a lot, though, because you get mismatched on Smith, you got a big problem. If Webster ends up on him, they got to get through.
Martin's runner, got it.
See, that's going to be open all day if Webster can't get over the top of that screen and he gets picked off. Miller stuck in the middle, doesn't know where to go.
Martin's second field goal. In the lane, Webster, yes. Webster's got 5.
Well, good play by Webster. Neither team being able to play the pick and roll very well in that last possession.
These two teams 3 and 5 in the coaches poll respectively. Sagarin has them 3 and 6. Plainfield number 3, LN number 6. Smith catch and turn. Got it, he's got 9.
Great movement by Plainfield. A lot of bodies moving, the ball's being crisply passed, and they're getting wide open layups.
Plainfield's lone loss, Silver Creek. Their 4th game in 2 days on January 3rd at the Ray Fernie Classic at Lawrenceburg. Miller down the lane, score it.
Great play by Miller. Had a great game against Pike. Just plays hard every game. Steady and toughness.
Miller 8th on Lawrence North's all-time scoring list. Past Tony Perkins in the game on Saturday night.
We're going to go for last second shot. We're down to 12. It's time to play now. I guess going to Lands one-on-one. Nope.
Clock is on your screen.
Now it's to Lands.
Baker Lands has to fire. Turns away from Miller. Good defense by Lawrence North. It's the Quakers that enjoy a 4-point lead after quarter number 1. We're back in 60 seconds. You're watching an ISC and My Indy TV.
This is Paul. He loves running, music, and DIY home projects. In fact, he's remodeling his kitchen thanks to a home equity line of credit from Indiana Members Credit Union. They connected him with a loan officer, got him approved at a great low rate, and made it easy for him to make his monthly payment from anywhere thanks to IMCU's digital banking. Looks like Paul can do it all with a little help from IMCU.
And gets the highlights. Now he takes the look away and he puts it away. Tonight's game presented in part by the Ed Martin Automotive Group. When it comes to your next car, Ed Martin is the only name you need to know. Find out more at edmartin.com. And Ed Martin is always proud to support the Lawrence North Wildcats. Greg Rakestraw, Mike Broughton, spiritual advice from Cliff Hawkins on the broadcast this evening. Jordan Shue, Charlie Hammock, Alex Laverne, Dalton Cox, and Jason Thompson, our 5-man production crew for tonight's game.
Between the two of us, we've coached a lot of games anyway.
Just a few wins, and Baker against some guys are going to get loose. Baker's always ready, fires the 3.
Great job by Lawrence North getting back in this game. You know, they looked like they were out of it there for a while. Now it's 1 point.
Well, of note, LN brings in 3 subs, which is rare for them. So they're going to give Cunningham some 10 minutes as well. Cunningham joins Baker and Prather off the bench.
They have Miller and Webster still in. They're going to have to go the distance.
Webster got hands on it. First Plainfield turnover. Miller spots up for the lead. No. Fight for the loose ball. Touch last by Webster.
That was a little quick for Miller. He should have attacked. They had the advantage. They had Webster underneath the basket. He could have penetrated, got himself a little bit better shot than the three on the run. That's a tough shot off the catch.
Plainfield, they will play at Mooresville on Friday. Got some highlighted games for them at Terre Haute North and at Warren Central of their remaining contests. Terre Haute North, a semi-state team last year. But they played LN in the semi-state game a year ago. Smith lost it. Swafford recovers. Smith from the baseline. Nope. Baker the rebound. Smith took a chance on that one. Miller drew the blocking foul. And that's his first.
That's the first foul of the game. That's number one. The second quarter, 6:24 to go. So we got great defense going on out there.
Ferris will check out. Starting five now back on the floor, and they are going to say that it was on the way up. So 2 free throws coming up for Brennan Miller. Miller going to play at SIU Edwardsville. They were the champions of the Ohio Valley Conference last year.
I'll tell you what, Miller will go to SIU and play right away. I don't know if he'll start, but he's going to get minutes right away.
Makes them both. He's got 6, and LN is in front at 19-18.
Game's settling in a little bit now. It's slowed down. Now we got some good movement from both teams. People aren't just helter-skelter right now.
And this is a potential regional or semi-state game. Plainfield in sectional number 11. LN number 10. Turned by Baker, lands and one.
Yeah, I don't think Lawrence North really has a matchup much for Lands. Too big, too quick, great move to the basket.
Cunningham commits the foul. Bryce Sabank will check in.
So I think Lands, sometimes he settles for the threes, which he's a good three-point shooter, shoots the ball well, but if he would drive like that, he's going to get some old-fashioned threes because there isn't a matchup size-wise for him.
First free throw taken by Plainfield. They shoot 76% as a team. A mixture of man and zone by LN, all man so far by the Quakers.
Got to get some movement, Lawrence North. Too much dribbling. Get in some type of set, get somebody moving.
Ball tipped away from Miller. 4th LN turnover. First of the quarter. Smith gets a breather for Plainfield.
See, you can switch everything now with Smith out of the game, and that's what Lawrence North is doing.
Prather draws the assignment on Baker Lance. Prather, the starting quarterback on the LN football team. He'll be one of the best in the state again next year, too.
He's quick of foot. I mean, he really did a good job D'ing up right there.
Poked away and taken away by Miller. Prather at the other end will cash in.
Great job by Miller, the steal, the pass. Good hustle, Lawrence North.
We're tied at 21. We are beginning a great week of hoops on ISC. Pike and Carmel Friday night. Mount Vernon HSC Saturday night. Mike is back with me on that one. Baker lands the blow by, but Cunningham got some ball, but got some arm as well. Second foul on Cunningham and 2 free throws for Harper Baker Lands.
That's the second time Lands has drove the ball to the basket, and he's got to the free throw line both times. He needs to do more of that. Don't settle for the 3. Drive the ball to the basket. Nobody can stop that.
Substitutions aplenty after the first free throw. Tonight's game presented by Nathan Begley of Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. With a dedicated Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance agent like Nathan Begley to help guide you through the insurance process, you'll never have to go it alone. Talk to Nathan in person, online, or over the phone at 317-507-7871 or stop by his office at 9821 East US Highway 36 in Avon. Nathan Begley at Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Let's insurance together. And if you ever get confused on where his office is, look for the Nothing But Cakes. It's right next to him. Baker Lands makes them both. Webster hesitates for just a moment. Again, this LN team shares the ball exceedingly well. Miller with 8.
You know, the Plainfield's done a great job on Carnes. He hasn't been able to get a shot.
Open shot here does not go, and Webster, smallest guy on the floor for LN, got it to go. Draws a quick double. And now it's 4-on-3. There's Carnes. Doesn't score it yet. He'll get 2 free throws.
Good pass. Miller to Carnes. Good job of Webster stepping out of that trap. He was pinned in right across the 10-second line. Good job by Lawrence North making the extra pass.
It's Miller's last bucket for Lawrence North. Carnes had 9 in the championship game, 14 in the semis against Park Tudor. And a 30-second timeout taken by Plainfield. The MSD of Lawrence Township embodies educational excellence, unlocking the full potential of every student we serve. Where innovation meets tradition, students excel in welcoming, safe, state-of-the-art facilities. Boasting a 95% graduation rate, Lawrence Township's honors programs, career pathways, and dual credit opportunity prepare future leaders and workers. On the court and in the arts, state champion students excel, driven by ambition and community spirit. Enroll now in Lawrence Township, your destination for a brighter future.
I think Plainfield called a timeout, and Coach Weaver, I could almost hear his voice from up here. I think they were getting whipped physically, and I think he was bothered by it, and there wasn't enough movement, enough hustle, and I imagine there'll be more now. They've played without Smith now for a couple minutes, so I guess he just came back in the game.
Free throw, no good. But Miller's putback doesn't go. Never had full control of the basketball. Plainfield will have it.
Great game thus far. 2 evenly matched teams. There's a lot of evenly matched teams in Indiana this year.
Yeah. The top of 4A is really good and really even. Baker lands, no. Baker tips it away, and Gilbert able to track it down. LN's lone loss came to South Bend Riley in Kokomo. And Cameron Webster was sick and did not play in that game. Webster, the blow by, over Baker lands.
Hey, Webster gets in a lot of places. He has his head up, good assist man, gets him some baskets like he had 18 the other day in the finals, and they only had like about 50.
Smith pulls and misses from 16. A chance for LN to make it a 2-score lead for the first time in their favor. And Miller got going in just a bit of a hurry. Steps goal.
He had the layup, though. He hit nice fake with the ball. They really kind of play a 5-out where they do a lot of handoffs, some ball screens, try to keep the lane open. He had one. He just saw it, and it kind of went too fast to get there.
5th LN turnover. The Wildcats play at North Central for a second time in as many weeks. Webster, the steal. Barton, the stumble. Webster with the bucket. He's got 9. Second quarter belongs to Lawrence North, and they lead it by 5. Offense has changed a bit since LN went man against Plainfield.
Yeah, the zone, the matchup was too much standing, but now it's just mano a mano with a lot of switches, and they're doing a good job on Smith.
Gillian throws it up in the air.
There they didn't cut off the baseline, and they got a layup, but that time Plainfield passed the ball to each other instead of 2 or 3 passes and a jump shot.
He's heading to the Crossroads League. Will play at St. Francis in Fort Wayne next year. All 5 starters now have scored for Plainfield. Carnes. Smith closed that one out. Swafford awaiting some teammates. Backdoor cut by Barton. Extra pass to Smith. Bucket.
I'll tell you what, if Smith's open, the ball's going to go in. If you can't get a hand up at least a little bit or bump him, it's going to be two or 3 points. It was a great first half.
Nearly averages a double-double. 19 points and 9 rebounds a game.
I guess, you know, with him and Lands, you shoot 63%, you better be shooting a lot.
Webster, no, but there's Miller. Miller again, powered up. Smith blocked the men of the apex. Jump ball. Plainfield gets the arrow.
Miller did a good job pushing Lands out of the way on this rebound right here. He got position, but then there was no shot fakes or anything or pump fakes. Went right up into Smith's hands.
And a 6'7", battling 6'9".
Now we're back in the matchup here for Lawrence North. 50 seconds to go, which now Plainfield can take the last shot if they would like to.
Tough pass. I think there was some confusion as to what defense Ellen was playing, which may have confused Plainfield on offense as well.
I think everybody was confused.
Because Webster started to go out to the guy to the baseline corner and kind of threw off what Plainfield was looking to do.
Now will Lawrence North, 32 seconds, will they hold for the last shot or will they shoot it early? I would hold till like 7 and let Webster go. Just let him go.
Well, they will have the ball, barring another arrow, to start the third quarter.
Webster can beat you off the dribble. He's quicker than anybody that Plainfield has, unless he gets trapped. Of fouls
to give. Thomas for 3, yes.
Wow, Thomas, great shot. He's hit a couple now from 3.
Did give Plainfield some time. Smith pulls from the free throw line. No. Halfway down and pops out. LN will take a 4-point lead to halftime. Our score, Wildcats 31, Quakers 27. We're back in 60 seconds. You're watching on ISC and My Indy TV.
At the University of Indianapolis, your education is just the beginning. Small class sizes means that everyone gets to know you, your goals, your dreams, and your vision for the future. UIndy empowers you with real-world, hands-on learning projects that transforms your potential into purpose. And it's just minutes from downtown Indianapolis, connecting you to our alumni network, internships, and careers. How's that for opportunity? So, are you in? Your future begins at the University of Indianapolis.
There we go, baby. Oh, my God. Race to the other end, and he punches it down. No. Back in. Takes it in. Little energy. Little. Out the entire game. Touchdown. He's got it. He's up. Still going. Throws it up, and Hooks will throw it down.
Greg Ragstra, Mike Broughton with you at halftime. Our score, Lawrence North 31, Plainfield 27. Mike, this has been as good as advertised so far.
Yeah, Lawrence North got off to a slow start, but they picked it up when they went man-to-man defense, and then they really bothered Plainfield in that defense. And then on offense, they've really been crashing the boards on both ends and playing physical. Plainfield played physical with them for a while and then settled for jumpers late in the second quarter.
Smith and Baker lands 11 and 8 for Plainfield. The big 2 for LN getting the job done as well. Webster 9 and Miller 8. We'll take this 60-second break. Mike's favorite, Wabash College Trivia, with the answer to the question in the building tonight. We'll tell you that when we come back on ISC and My Indy TV.
Have you been injured at work? Visit your work injury lawyers at indianaworkers.com. We help injured workers. For a free consultation, go to indianaworkers.com, a division of Galitko and Daly. We go to work when you can't. Have you been injured at work? Visit your work injury lawyers at indianaworkers.com. We help injured workers. For a free consultation, go to indianaworkers.com, a division of Galitko and Daly. We go to work when you can't.
So that gentleman on your screen is Wes Smith. And Wes is a heck of a basketball player. He's got plenty of connections to tonight's game. First of all, he played at Lawrence North, and he is the uncle of Noah Smith. Noah's dad, Angelo, played at both IU Indy or IUPUI Xavier and played at Lawrence North before that. So how does this affect our Wabash College trivia? Well, Wes is the highest ranked player on the all-time scoring list from either LN or Plainfield in the history of Wabash College. Wes scored 1,804 points. Mike, where does that rank him on Wabash's all-time list? 4th, 5th, 6th, or 7th?
I'm going 4th.
4th. Well, he was good. He wasn't that good. 6th is where Wes finished with those 1,800 career points. Smith played at Wabash from 2007 to 2011. Schedule your visit to Wabash anytime when you log on to wabash.edu.
If they had passed him the ball more, he'd have been 4th.
You are absolutely right. 5 guys in front of him there are pretty good. And again, the Smiths, one of my favorite families. Our score at the break, 31-27 in favor of Lawrence North. We'll take this quick timeout. When we come back, first half highlights. Don't go anywhere as you're watching this top 5 match in the state of Indiana on ISC and MyIndy TV.
There are many ways to judge the quality of a college or university. At Wabash, we are proud of being nationally ranked in so many measures of quality. The engagement of our students with their faculty, the exceptional classroom experience, the unbeatable internship program and alumni network. It's easy to see how we earn our reputation as one of the best colleges in the country. We are proud of our rankings, but come see for yourself. Schedule a visit today at wabash.edu.
What's in a name? What's in a name? Ed Martin Automotive Group, the only name you need to know.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com. And gets the highlights. Now he takes the look away and he puts it away. (31-27) Lawrence North leads Plainfield at halftime. Let's show you how we got here. Our first half highlights as they fly by. Here is the full scoring for both teams. Webster 9, Miller 8, Thomas 6, Baker 3, Gilbert and Prather 2, Carnes 1, Cunningham played but did not score for Lawrence North. For Plainfield, Smith 11, Baker lands 8, Barton 4, Swafford 2, Gilliott 2, Sabank, Stead, and Ferris all played but did not score. Mike, what jumps off the page at you from half number 1?
Well, I just thought it was a really well-played game. There was only 4 fouls in the whole first half. I think Lawrence North was just more physical in the second quarter. I think Plainfield can drive the ball against Lawrence North. They got mismatches, but so far, Land's done it a couple times. Besides that, they really settled for jump shots. We questioned exactly how much Ellen would have in the tank after playing 4 times in 5 days last week, the emotional high of beating Pike and winning the Marion County tournament. What have you seen from that element from Lawrence North? Well, Webster and Miller are just tough kids, and they just showed. And I think they're going to go to the end. In fact, they never even got subbed out in the first half. And there's just kids that just think, okay, I'm ready to play Saturday. Well, it's Tuesday. I might as well just get ready to play again. And so They weren't making excuses. They came out and took the fight early.
Do we see more man or more zone in half number 2 from Lawrence North?
You know, it just depends if they start fading physically. I think Coach Giffen will have to watch if those two guys get real tired, you can throw in some matchup. But I don't think the matchup's very good. The matchup will not win them the game. Man-to-man with Thomas and those guys will win the game.
If you're Andy Weaver, what are you stressing to the Quakers at halftime?
Well, I just think they need to get back in the attack mode. That first 4 minutes, they were attacking on defense, diving for the ball, fighting for the ball, getting rebounds, block shots. They had 3 early. And then the second quarter, they kind of laid back a little bit. And on offense, they took jump shots. They just got to get back with what brought them in the first half when they had Lawrence North on their heels.
At the break, it is Lawrence North 31 and Plainfield 27. We'll come back and we'll preview the great weekend that will be for Hoops on ISC and MyNDTV. Back to Plainfield in just a moment.
We build kids up from the ground up. It's not so much about where you're at.
In most programs in Indiana, it's teams and it's games and it's teams and it's games.
They're playing in a bunch of games and not really having any type of system or structure to their routine, to their development, to their growth.
Trying to find more of a balance, more trainings, less games, skill development, basketball IQ.
Accountability. Once you walk through those doors, energy and effort's on you, the individual.
4 to 5 days a week, really trying to build a player that is prepared for going into their middle schools, going into their high schools and beyond.
You have objective criteria you have to meet to move on to the next class. That gives kids a sense of dedication to work to get towards something.
We're not here chasing rankings. We're trying to develop basketball players.
You should not worry about getting ranked at such a young age.
We're going to push you to limits that you probably didn't know you can get to.
It's about the work ethic and less about the rankings and the notoriety. We want you to get a well-rounded basketball education.
3, 2, 1.
As the first dunk in the building for Zoya. Waits, Waddell finishes.
And lays it in.
There is right now the play of the game.
Better finish. Good. We might see that on Plays of the Week. Great feed. The finish. Spin, win, 3. Bury it in the lane. No, gun, yes. Stop. Whoa, what a play. Flying in.
Brewer jams it home.
That ball wiggles in and into the back of the net.
A little fireworks in the first half.
Throw it up for Tillman.
Whoa, my goodness. 122-6-0 for Penn.
What a swim. 6 of them.
Outstanding student crowd, and clearly they got the memo in terms of jerseys for the theme of the night here on ISC and MyNDTV. Greg Regstraw, Mike Broughton with you. This is the first of 3 outstanding games we've got for you on MyNDTV this week. We saw these 2 teams win games on Friday and Saturday. The 2 teams they beat face each other on Friday. Mike, your thoughts on Pike and Carmel coming up on Friday night?
Well, Pike was a very good team. They are just so big, and they are quick, and they're just going to keep getting better because most of them are juniors. And then Carmel, I just think that they're good every year. They may lose a guy to injury like they did last year, lose some games at the end, but Coach Osborne's one of the best coaches in the state.
And then on Saturday night, it is the likely Mr. Basketball in Mount Vernon taking on a solid Hamilton Southeast team, and I know that you are a massive fan of Luke Ertl as well. You should be.
Man, I'll tell you what, Mr. Ertl has a toughness, and I even Coach Painter mentioned it the other day in an interview that you just don't see in very many kids in high school. He's relentless, and he played so well against our seniors last year. Probably the best game I've ever seen any of our kids play that are in the All-Star Series. So you ought to watch on Saturday. It's going to be special because he is a special athlete.
We'll take this quick timeout and we'll come back and we'll tell you why Harper Baker Lands is wearing a brand new number. That in third quarter action comes your way next on ISC and MyNDTV.
This is Molly. She loves road trips, hikes, her dog Max, and cars that fit her lifestyle. Like this cool new ride that she got with help from Indiana Members Credit Union. at a great low rate. And for when she's on the go, IMCU makes it easy for her to pay from anywhere thanks to their digital banking. Looks like Molly is really getting the max from her credit union.
The MSD of Lawrence Township embodies educational excellence, unlocking the full potential of every student we serve. Where innovation meets tradition, our students excel in welcoming safe, state-of-the-art facilities. A traditional public school district, Lawrence Township boasts a 95% graduation rate. On the court and in the arts, our students excel. Join the Lawrence Township family, where learners thrive, surrounded by values that resonate with home. Lawrence Township, your destination for a brighter future.
And gets the highlights. Now he takes the look away and he puts it away.
There we go, baby. Oh my God. Race to the other end and he punches it down. Lock in. Takes it in. Little energy, little. Not the entire game. Touchdown. He's got it. Still going. Throws it up and Hooks will throw it down.
So you'll notice that Harper Baker Lands is now wearing number 32 for Plainfield. His normal number is 22. He got popped in the nose right at the end of halftime, and frankly, we had to delay our halftime jump rope act because we were trying to get blood off the floor. Let's hope he's all right, but that was a significant hit that he took right at the end of the half.
Well, I'm glad he's playing, and I'm glad he got rid of all the blood, so be ready to go here.
31-27 Lawrence North, just getting started in quarter number 3. Winner tonight gets their 15th win of the season. 2 top 5 teams. Smith stays with Miller step for step, but it's Webster who continues to play well.
And Webster gets in those little cooks and crannies, and he just takes care of business in there 7, 8, 10 feet. They really don't have a matchup for him.
LN's largest lead is now 6. And LN, again, played zone early. They have now gone to a man-to-man. Gilliott left hand, no. Smith keeps it alive. Barton for 3, no. Baker Lands, undeterred by getting popped in the nose, gets the rebound.
Good job by Plainfield getting 2 offensive rebounds on the first possession.
So 33-29, 1 minute into quarter number 3. And much like the opening half, both teams scoring their opening possession. Gilbert for 3, not that time.
He hasn't taken many shots tonight, Gilbert. They've guarded him pretty well. He hadn't been open much.
Transfer from Warren Central, just a sophomore.
They've really shut Carnes down. I mean, he's the one that hurt Pike with those 3-point shots, but can't get one off today.
Swafford a 3, no. Look ahead pass for Miller. Good recognition by Carnes. And Miller scores it.
Man, that was old school layup right there, the little Euro step, and he got the layup.
Miller with 10. So Webster and Miller both in double figures, and Smith. And again, I described it to a buddy of mine earlier. I was talking to Cliff. I said mid-range. His mid-range game is amazing.
That shot is as pure as any place in the United States.
How about that slip by Webster? Swafford got some ball, but got somebody, and it'll be 2 free throws coming up for Cameron Webster.
Webster's laying on the floor, got that shot blocked, just shaking his head. No, 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 I got this. I got these free throws. That looked like a pretty good block from a distance, but.
So as Webster goes to the line for 2, let's thank our buddy Brady Laurie and Laurie Law. Brady Laurie has been serving the citizens of Marion, Johnson, surrounding counties for 25 years. If you or someone you know is in criminal trouble or has been injured, make the call to Brady for a consultation. Let Brady put his negotiating skills and firm experience to work for you. Call 317-250-7783 or email BradyJLaurie@gmail.com. Brady Laurie, your criminal defense and personal injury trial lawyer. So Webster makes 1 of 2. 36-31, Lawrence North. 5:45 left to go, third quarter. Smith up and under, pretty.
That time he got Miller up in the air, and that's big time D1 move right there. Easy. Smith's trying to put his will into this game right here.
36-33, Lawrence North. 5:25 and counting. In the corner, Thomas, no. And Baker lands, rebound, and is fouled.
Seems like both teams at times, they'll go a minute or two where they just want to shoot some long shots. And right there, Lawrence North kept the ball on one side of the court. They didn't really pass the ball much to each other. Settle for a three. Chance for the Quakers to tie on this possession.
Quakers led for most of the opening quarter. LN led for most of quarter number 2. 4-point game at halftime, 3-point game now. Smith going to work, turns and misses.
That shot was behind the basket. The way he turned, he still almost made it. Webster's got to get more people involved with the basketball.
A rare miss for Smith, sitting on 15 points. Miller, reverse layup, got it.
Wow, what a move by Miller to the inside. Kind of used the basket to protect himself. Miller couldn't get the block.
Miller with a dozen. Gilliott surveying the defense. Baker lands from the corner, no.
That usually goes in. He's 41%. Nice movement by Plainfield.
Chance to make it a 3-score game. Carnes, yes.
That's the first shot he's got tonight, and they left him for the first time, and he knocks the 3 down.
Full timeout taken by Plainfield. We will take it with them. LN rolling. 41-33, they lead here on ISC and My Indy TV.
Hey, it's Query.
And I'm Schultz.
And each and every week in podcast form, video form from the ISC Sports Network, we do Query and Schultz, brought to you by Bailey and Wood, the fine folks south side of Indianapolis, but serving all of central Indiana for the best mortgage rates.
And, of course, we record right here at Chilly Water Brewing Tap Room and our friends at Hoagies and Hops, 42nd and Boulevard, right here in Indianapolis. We're talking Colts, we're talking Pacers, we're talking Hoosiers, we're talking Boilers, we're hanging with you.
We talk the tall and the short of it, right, is what we do.
Whatever, man. Every Tuesday night, 7:30, right here on the ISC Sports Network.
So 41-33 is our score. We apologize. Our score systems haven't been an issue right now, so you hear me spit that out in every basket. 4 minutes left to go in quarter number 3. Lawrence North enjoying their largest lead for either side with 8. Plainfield took the timeout, second one they have used so far. Isolation for Smith, and late whistle but the right one. Miller got him on the arm. 2 free throws coming for Noah Smith.
That's a good timeout by Coach Weaver. They went to isolation. That's one-on-one. Moved everybody to the left. Let Smith go one-on-one on the right. Got the foul on Miller. That's that's his first foul, so he's in good shape.
There were so few fouls in the first half. Smith connects. These are just free throws, 4 and 5 of the night taken by Plainfield.
I think it's been a well-refereed game. They've let them play. It's not been overly physical, but yet people are getting after each other on defense. It's been a great game to watch.
Well, Paul Beam and Gary Hamilton, you've got a state finals level crew that is working.
Yeah.
What obviously is a state finals level game between 2 of the best teams in the state.
That's good ADing there by Plainfield, the athletic director, bringing in good people when you have a good team.
That'd be Torrey Rodkey, who was also on the bench as one of the assistant coaches. The slip and off the hands of Miller, their first turnover of the half.
Those two, Webster and Miller, work so well together. Great pass. Miller's hands just wasn't ready to catch that one. Great pass.
6-point lead at 41-35 with 3:38 to go here in quarter number 3. Bonk back in there for Plainfield. Frankly, the fortunes have turned for LN since they went from zone to man.
Yeah, Webster's made it hard on the Plainfield guards, whoever he's guarding.
Smith got bumped by Miller in midair. Second foul on Miller. Smith will shoot 2.
You know, Smith, the last 5 possessions, has just kind of tried to take over the game, and he's driving the ball to the basket. Has missed 1 shot, but he's made all the rest get to the free throw line.
Noah has always been good when we have seen him play. I think this is the best we've seen him play in a game
Yes.
we've had.
Yeah, because he's more aggressive today, and then that jump shot, we knew the jump shot was there, but he's just more aggressive and looks good out there today.
He's got half of their points, 18 of their 36. 41-36, no. And the rebound pulled down by Webster. LN flying down the floor, rejected by Sabank.
Great play by Sabank, that time coming from nowhere to get the block.
Heroes going to make it 7, but the lead remains 5 with 2:50 left to go in the third quarter.
Doing a great job covering those back cuts, Lawrence North. The little slip plays, the back cuts, one-on-one.
Baker Lands got fouled. Yep, Baker right in to help, but put his hands right in the breadbasket of Baker Lands, and Harper will shoot 2.
But that's what we talked about, why in the second quarter they didn't play very well. Now they've had 4 or 5 possessions in the last 9 where they've drove the ball to the basket and get to the free throw line, making it hard for Lawrence North to guard them. Lawrence North, like you've said, they're not very deep, so you just attack them on the inside.
Baker Lands with 11. Great the returns, had a bucket in half number 1. LN fans will see your team 3 more times during the regular season. We'll next see them against Carmel a couple of weeks from now as Baker Lands makes the free throw.
Well, the lead's gone from 8 to 3 on penetration by Plainfield that Lawrence North cannot guard.
41-38 our score. LN in front, 2.5 minutes to play here in quarter number 3. Last 5 belong to Plainfield. Carnes for 3, no. Miller kept it alive.
Carnes has got to get himself open. That's a good job right there. Lands has done a good job on him defensively.
Isaac Stead in there for Plainfield. Carnes, second year in the LN program. Had the pleasure of meeting his grandfather over the Marion County tournament. Loved that conversation. Prather, no. Miller, yes. No. They're going to say yes in the cylinder.
Wow. Oh, big time play by Miller. We'll have to see this on replay. Don't know about that. I think Miller, that could have counted.
I wonder if Gary's really trying to say he had his left hand on the rim when he put the ball in his right hand.
Maybe that was it. Maybe it was. That's close.
Maybe he was meaning basket interference.
I just thought it was a big time play, though. It's fun to watch.
So wipe away the bucket. Back to a zone here by LN. Webster shoots the gap. And the foul against Plainfield.
There's been more fouls called in the last 3 minutes than there was the first 2.5 quarters. So people are driving the ball to the basket. It's getting a little more physical. And I think that helps Plainfield right now because they're the little bigger and it's deeper squad right now.
And connects. Webster with 13. You mentioned the fact that LN plays at North Central on Friday. They are off next week. They have a 13-day gap in their schedule after the North Central game. That is a hole created. They have played New Pal midweek the last couple of weeks in that date.
I don't think you really want 13 days off this time of year, so that looks like not very good scheduling right there.
Well, of note, they have an open game. They had a game get postponed in December. So they might be able to fill that if they possibly can. Baker Lands for 3. Big bucket.
.56 seconds. What we're going to do up 2.
Largest lead was 8 for Lawrence North.
They got to look for a good shot.
Webster turned down a 3. Baker won't do that. Does not go.
Great rebound by Smith. He didn't do that a year ago. He got it with 2 Lawrence North guys around him. Good rebound.
2 to tie, 3 to take the lead. See if the Quakers will hold. The ball here, my guess would be no. Smith realized he had cards on him, went right at him.
That was a big mismatch. When Lawrence North starts switching, you can't switch on Smith. You can switch on the others. Go under against Smith, not the rest of them.
10-2 run by the Quakers, and listen to the crowd. This game means something. Closing seconds, got the foul. And on Plainfield, that's actually a really good foul because they had a couple to give. That's their 3rd foul, underneath out of bounds to Lawrence North.
Smith's kind of dominated this quarter. Lands has helped out. Lawrence North faded a little bit this quarter.
Plainfield has the ball to start the 4th. Baker.
Good play by Plainfield. Jallant's covering up.
Webster just kind of threw at the rim, nowhere to go. So through 24, we are dead even. LN 43, Plainfield 43. We're back in 60 seconds at ISC and My Indy TV. Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com. Outstanding turnout on this Tuesday night. Greg Rakestraw, Mike Broughton with you on the ISC Sports Network. Tied at 43.
It was 41-33 Lawrence North, a 10-2 run, Plainfield.
2 of the best teams in the state that not a lot of separation. Smith pulls and scores.
I mean, he is just unconscious today. And like you said, they can't get high enough because he's got such a high release point to be able to get your hands maybe up into his face a little bit, but that shot's going up.
I think there's one guy in the state that could affect that shot. Bad news is for Noah, he's in the same sectional. Isaiah Hill from Pike.
Yeah.
Miller. Smith the block, and the rebound by Barton.
Miller got too far under the goal that time, caused him to get blocked.
Prather tips it away, but Gilliam wrestles it back. What a find. Score it.
Gilliard has done a great job passing the basketball. We got a 15-2 run. Timeout.
Full break by Lawrence North. We will take it with them. 7:04 to play. Plainfield leads it by 5. Looking for their 15th win of the season on ISC and My Indy TV.
Have you been injured at work? Visit your work injury lawyers at indianaworkers.com. We help injured workers. For a free consultation, go to indianaworkers.com, a division of Galitko and Daly. We go to work when you can't. Have you been injured at work? Visit your work injury lawyers at indianaworkers.com. We help injured workers. For a free consultation, go to indianaworkers.com, a division of Galitko and Daly. We go to work when you can't.
You see Andy Weaver, long stints at both Pioneer and Western. They have their 10th consecutive winning season. My buddy Chuck Bennett right behind him. Longtime head coach at Speedway. My partner so correctly noted, 15-2 run by Plainfield. From 8 down to 5 up. Miller, foul.
Good job getting the ball, Coach Giffen, on the left side of the court and letting Miller and Webster play off each other, try to get the first shot of the quarter.
Thomas will check back in for LN. Prather will have a seat. Baker in for Gilbert currently. Webster, no. Good look that wouldn't fall. Chance to make it a 3-score lead for the Quakers. Gilliott down the lane, no. Thomas the rebound.
They got to go underneath that screen, Lawrence North, for Gillian. Make him shoot that outside shot. Too physical on the drive.
Thomas, Baker lands, got him. And so few fouls called in half number 1. But frankly, no players in foul trouble.
These kind of games, you're glad no one is.
Right.
They can decide it themselves.
If these two see each other again, it's a regional game at Southport or a semi-state game. Webster digs in, somehow tracks that down. Baker, shot blocked.
Oh.
Thomas, no. And Smith rips it away from Miller.
Smith's got 4 or 5 rebounds in a row. Big on the inside. A year ago, he wasn't able to do that. He's averaging 9 a game this year, and he's got more than that right now.
LN's been sitting on 43 for a while. Smith, the bucket.
2-man basketball. That's going to work every time. Land on the same side as Smith.
LN wants to run a set play here. Trying to find a slip to Miller. Baker will take a 3. And halfway down it popped out. And it's been one and done for LN as of late. Gilliott. Smith. And got fouled, yep. 3rd foul on Miller. And Smith will shoot 2.
You can tell Miller was slow getting back that time. I think they're starting to run out of gas a little bit. The shots are short. Webster and Miller have played the whole game. They've subbed the others, but you can just tell on the jump shots they're a little shy right now.
Noah 3 of 4 from the free throw line.
I think Coach Giffen should call some timeouts. If I had 3 left, I'd call 2 in the next 2 or 3 minutes and just give them a little bit of rest. Give them a rest at 4:30, give them a rest at 3 minutes. Try to get them through the rest of the game and get rejuvenated because they're going to be out of this before long.
Smith makes 1 of 2. He's got 25.
Well, Lawrence North was up 8, now they're down 8. They got to need a shot.
It is an 18-2 run by Plainfield. Webster, got it.
Nice shot by Webster. Good shot. Good timeout, too. Get him just get him a breather right here. Good job.
Full timeout taken by Lawrence North, and we will do the same. We're back in 60 seconds. You're watching on ISC and My Indy TV.
Man, if I meet Braden Smith and Pig, he's never going to live that down.
Dude, don't get your hopes up. Hey, Adam, it's your turn.
Oh, sorry, guys. Got to take this. All right, Braden, go easy on me.
Okay.
Sorry, man.
I guess for every hour, there really is Banks and Brower.
Whether it's criminal, family, personal injury, or immigration law.
You can call them anytime. Sorry, got a call.
Sorry.
Hey there, my name is Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
And we are part of, actually, the entirety of, at least from an on-air standpoint, Query and Schultz on the ISC Sports Network. It's appropriately named. It's charitably award-winning. And Derek, now we venture into season number 5. Hard to believe.
5 of them. 5 of them. Can you believe it? 2 best buds talking Colts, Pacers, Indiana sports every Tuesday night, 7:30, ISC Sports Network, and on socials as well.
It is made possible, of course, by the people who watch and listen every single week. We are most appreciative. We look forward to season number 5.
6-point lead for Plainfield. 4:21 left to go. 2-2-1 here by Lawrence North. First team we've seen pick up full court in either direction.
Yeah, now New Albany had good luck against Plainfield with the pressure, but New Albany's awful quick.
Bump against Baker. That game was played up the road in Brownsburg. Plainfield won that one. We mentioned the fact that these teams could see each other in the regional or semi-state. Frankly, these two teams could see New Albany in the semi-state round as well. They might just be the best team kind of south of this group that would feed into the Southport Regional. At least they do so in most years.
Now you got that switch, so now you got a mismatch. Smith go to work.
He does exactly that. Couldn't finish. Great rebound by Miller, and now LN's got numbers. Gilbert goes right at his defender and scores. Heads-up play.
Good job by Gilbert taking the ball to the basket. Closes the 4-point lead.
And all of a sudden, back to a 2-score game. Barton the blow-by, and Baker got him on the arm. Well, it has been Smith and Baker lands. They have 43 of the Plainfield 51. But Barton can add to it here from the free throw line where he doesn't go very often. He is 8 of 12 on the season.
Yeah, he does a good job of distributing the ball to the main players. He's had his handful a little bit because Webster's been up in his grill, but also he's been in Webster's too. They fought each other pretty hard today.
This Plainfield team returned their top 3 scorers from last year. That team went 16-8. Barton's got 6, the lead is 6. Both teams with 3 timeouts at their disposal.
Plainfield needs a stop.
Gilbert has a look. It's long. And Gilliott, good rebound. Do not need to be in a hurry here for Plainfield. Ooh, tough pass.
Gillian does a good job setting the team up. He's not your prototype point guard, but he does a great job passing the ball.
Baker lands, no. Thomas.
Need a shot with Webster. Miller.
The slip to Miller. Miller around defenders and missed it. Knew he had to angle around Smith.
Smith has blocked 3, and he's changed probably 8 or 9.
It is starting to get late early if you're Lawrence North. This game was a late add to our schedule. I am so glad we picked it up. That's going to be a foul on Carnes. That is team foul number 4, his first. Again, both these teams outstanding from the line. LN 78%, Plainfield 76%. Smith, floater, yes.
Not many 6'9" guys can drive 3 dribbles, stop, and float one in from 8 feet.
And back to an 8-point lead, matching the largest of the game. LN looking to add Plainfield added like another one of their impressive resume. Barton the foul, Webster's got 2. But here's some of the headlining teams that Plainfield has beaten this season. Went to Noblesville and won. Went to Zionsville and won. Went to Carmel and won.
Their only loss is to probably the top team in 3A, and that's
Correct.
Silver Creek.
And frankly, a team that would be competitive in 4A if they were in that group.
Right.
Coach Sorrell on the left Etherington on the right, flanking. Coach Giffen.
Got to get a steal. Lawrence North needs to get some type of deflection. Got to speed him up.
Next foul would send Plainfield to the line. Here comes the trap. This is such a senior-laden group. 4 seniors in Baker Lands, who is a 3-year varsity player. They're a tough team to trap. Baker Lands wisely turns away from the rim.
Great job of holding the basketball. Lands didn't shoot the shot.
Kyle Weaver basically looked at Gilliott and said, don't take a shot. Webster gives the foul. So Gilliott will shoot free throws. He is an 83% shooter.
That went from 149 to 109. They still got the 2-possession lead of 6 points, get to go to the free throw line. Plus you kind of tired Lawrence North out a little bit.
Gilliott connects.
And if you could shoot free throws at 80%, then it makes it even better. Good job by holding the ball. That's old school right there. Holding the basketball with 2 minutes to go.
Gilliott connects, and inadvertent horn, they play through it. Swafford will check in.
Well, Lawrence North needs a quick hitter here with Webster Miller, maybe a 3 by Thomas.
Webster. That's a foul. But again, Plainfield had 1 to give. Sabans commits the foul. Swafford back in. Barton has a seat. Both teams have 3 timeouts if needed. Miller left alone for a moment, and on the closeout, I think it's a 2 and not a 3, but it is a good bucket and the foul.
Wow, that's not good for Plainfield right there. Coach Weaver won't be happy with that. When you stop the clock, the guy hits the shot, Miller gets a free throw, and then if he makes it, they have a chance to set up the press. So
and you can tell as Smith is in mid-closeout and goes, oh no, I did not get the geometry right on this one.
That would be something in the film room I would run about 42 times just so I could try to get him to not do it in the tournament.
Miller connects. He's got 15, 5-point game. Under a minute to play. Smith lines it up and dunks it home. 29 for Noah Smith. And blocking foul. Gilbert will shoot 2.
That's quite a dunk. I guess you can hold the ball unless you can get that percentage shot, and that looked pretty darn good. Again, Smith being more physical, just took it right at Lawrence North and finished it.
First 2 free throws for Gilbert tonight. And misses.
Well, they had a 41-33 lead, Lawrence North, and when it vanished pretty much for good.
And that will lead us to a timeout. This 30-second timeout brought to us by the Indy Thunder. The Indy Thunder, Indiana's premier baseball organization, which gives blind and visually impaired athletes a chance to compete at the national and international level. The Thunder are now 6-time World Series champs, including a perfect 26-0 season in 2025. They're looking for sponsors, volunteers, even players for their 25th season in 2026. Contact Darnell Booker, 317-370-7231. You can watch the Thunder anytime by logging on to iscsportsnetwork.com. Tremendous job by our ISC Sports Network crew. Jordan Shue, Charlie Hemmett, Alex Laverne, Dalton Cox, Jason Thompson. Alongside Mike Broughton, Greg Rakestraw.
Oh, wow.
Gilliott just gave it away.
He just fumbled the basketball out of bounds. They hit a 3 right now. Lawrence North, they get it back to 1 possession. It was just a fumble, like in football. out of bounds.
There has not been many turnovers in either direction this game. I've got it at 6 apiece. A very high-level game. That's going to be a hold on Baker Lands as the ball was being inbounded. And so that's 2 free throws with no time off the clock.
Plainfield's giving them a chance to stay in it. They were giving them a chance. Some of this, Coach Weaver's got to talk to them about next week or into this week or maybe tomorrow afternoon. You don't want to do this. You're just letting them in the basketball game. Drop it out of bounds, grab the guy, no time off the clock.
Webster with 19. He had 18 and 16 in the finals and semis of the Marion County Championship. So Webster playing his best basketball. Smith. Carnes throws or gets the steal. Miller. Thomas for 3. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Timeout by Lawrence North. Thomas with 9, and it is a 1-point game with 23 seconds left to go.
See, he had the dunk. Smith had the dunk. Was told probably to hold it. He did hold it, threw it away, and then a great shot by Thomas. He's hit now 3 or 4 of those for the game. And now it's 1 point, 23 seconds, I believe.
So Thomas, his third made 3. He's now got 9. Tonight's game presented in part by Nathan Begley of Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. With a dedicated Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance agent like Nathan Begley to help guide you through the insurance process, you'll never have to go it alone. Talk to Nathan in person, online, or over the phone at 317-507-7871 or stop by his office at 9821 East US Highway 36 in Avon. Nathan Begley, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Let's insurance together.
This will be interesting what Lawrence North does, Plainfield does. Plainfield's got the lead. Lawrence North could gamble for about 10, 12 seconds, see if they can get a steal. If not, they're going to have to put somebody on the free throw line and then try to get the last shot, because if it's 2 free throws and it's 3 points lead by Plainfield, if they make them both, Lawrence North gets a chance to tie.
Gilliott. And he is fouled by Carnes. Gilliott is 2 for 2 from the line tonight, is an 83% free throw shooter.
Well, he made him easy a minute or so ago. So here we go. We'll see how things go here, but Lawrence North would still have a chance to tie, whether he makes them both or not with 20 seconds to go.
Connects. By my totals, Mike, Plainfield is 15 of 16 from the line.
Well, I don't think this is the guy you wanted to foul. There had to have been somebody better than that.
Makes them both, no problem.
That was simple for him.
30-second timeout taken by Plainfield. Get a reminder, Friday night, Dave Nicholson joins Carmel and Pike. Both teams looking to bounce back from losses. Pike in the Marion County Championship, Carmel to these Plainfield Quakers. Game is yours at 7:30 on both ISC and My Indy TV. Plainfield has 2 timeouts remaining, both of the full variety. Lawrence North has a 30-second timeout left. Do you think about giving a foul here if you're Plainfield, and if you do, win?
Well, I'd give the foul, try to go. I think Lawrence North's just going to drive the ball and either kick it for 3 or get the layup. With 20 seconds, you got 3 more possessions if you want to drive the ball hard, make the layup, then jump into some kind of pressure. So I think Plainfield will probably give the foul if there's penetration to the basket. But there's not going to be penetration. They're going to settle for a 3.
All the Plainfield fans stand. Webster over Baker Lands, yes. And LN will burn their final timeout. Man, is Webster playing well. Wow. 22 for Cameron. So now 9 seconds remain.
Baker Lands tried to guard him, but Webster was too tough to the basket. Now Lawrence North can just go full out, put your quickness on the court. You got to try to attack. Last time Plainfield started their press break at half court, which I think could be good for Lawrence North because they could chase them down. That's a hard pass to catch when you're on the run. And if you don't get it, you may get one trap and then a foul. You still get the last shot of the game.
Barton on the season 10 of 14 from the line. Swafford 7 of 11. Gilliott 83%. Baker Lands 82%. Smith 70%. And he's the only Plainfield player that has missed a free throw tonight. But then again, he scored 29 points. Gilliott.
Gilliott, great job right there getting that basketball. He just was able to hook the guy, get around the corner, kind of used a little football move on that to get that free throw. So wrong guy to foul.
Foul on Carnes is his fourth. 2.5 seconds came off the clock. And again, depending on what he does here, now you could have the foul conversation again. Makes the first.
I wasn't sure that one was going to go in from up here.
Need a little home court bounce.
Yeah, now you can do the foul with, I'd let him dribble to about the volleyball line, and then I'd try to foul him at the volleyball line, the cross line before they cross the 10-second line. Then they got to do something with 3 or 2 seconds.
And got it again. And now Plainfield will burn a full timeout.
Those didn't look as easy as the others, but they all count.
Well, chronicled how this is the third game in a row where we have featured the best teams in the state. And all those games have been a three-point game, and here we are, a three-point game with 6 seconds left to go.
It's so important for these teams to be ready to play at the end of February. Like right now, it's great if you're playing good, but you got to be able to get into that tournament and really be able to go, because you're not going to have many weak people in this tournament. Everybody's going to be tough, especially at the 4A level. I don't think there's any nights off, to be honest.
No, between these two, Pike and Carmel, Mount Vernon, Fishers, Crown Point, those are the best of the best, and there is not much that separates that group this year.
Now, Fishers right now has been number one, and they've had Gardner out. I don't know if he's back yet, but probably they may have the advantage because of the couple move-ins they have, but everybody else, it's going to be pretty darn close to just who can play well and who gets a hot hand at the end of the season. Well, we got Webster on the run. We got Carnes on the run. Miller's in the middle. Let's see if one of those guys can get a 3 up. Coach Weaver's not guarding the ball out of bounds, which is a pretty good idea, I believe.
Webster got bumped by Barton.
Great job.
A little earlier than he would have liked to, but foul comes with 1.9 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, with Lawrence. Oh, I thought they had a foul to give. I guess they don't. Well, you better rebound, especially the second one.
You got to make the first one. And he does. Do you have to miss here? Can you play this out?
You know what? I just believe you got to. I would miss. I would miss and just see if I can make it into a scramble. And you want to miss right, because Smith's on the left side of the goal. You shoot it right, and then you just go crashing in there because they're just not as big on the right side of the court. And I think Mr. Webster could do that. I think he's skilled enough.
That's what he's going to do. That's why Prather's in the game next to Swafford. But got it.
I guess he made it.
And you foul immediately. And 1.1 seconds come off the clock.
Now they still get a last shot, but, you know, it seemed like Lawrence North should be quick enough. They should be able to stop that ball in bounds.
So it's Gilliott who has made his last 6. All 6 he has taken tonight.
Gilliott's just a heads-up guy. Like, he times everything so well. They have quickness on him, but he just beats them to the spot.
Got it again.
I would say people scouting them would not want him to shoot free throws in the tournament late in the game unless you just want to be out, turn your stuff in, because he's going to make these free throws. I'm not putting a hex on him either.
Got it.
Certain guys, they have no hex. It just goes in.
And now Plainfield will take their final timeout. Or not.
No, I wouldn't call timeout right now because Lawrence North doesn't have a timeout.
Webster from half court to tie it.
Oh, no.
Didn't miss by much. Well, Plainfield has beaten a third consecutive ranked team. At Carmel, at Northview, and the team that just won the Marion County Championship 72 hours ago.
That ball just about went in.
Quakers 65, Wildcats 62. Post-game coverage comes your way next on ISC and My Indy TV.
At the University of Indianapolis, your education is just the beginning. Small class sizes means that everyone gets to know you, your goals, your dreams, and your vision for the future. UIndy empowers you with real-world, hands-on learning projects that transforms your potential into purpose. And it's just minutes from downtown Indianapolis, connecting you to our alumni network, internships, and careers. How's that for opportunity? So, are you in? Your future begins at the University of Indianapolis.
What's in a name? What's in a name? Ed Martin Automotive Group, the only name you need to know.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com. An outstanding game in Plainfield, and the home fans go home happy. Quakers win at 65-62. A great battle between two of the best teams in the state. Tonight's game presented by Banks & Brower. For every hour, there's Banks & Brower. By the Ed Martin Automotive Group, the only name you need to know. By Galitko and Daly, we go to work when you can't. Learn more at IndianaWorkers.com. By Lawrence Township Schools. Learn more about Lawrence excellence at ltschools.org. By LD Smith Plumbing, the big dogs of plumbing. By Nathan Begley of Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Let's insurance together. By Unranked Hoops, Indy's first Euro-style basketball academy. Check out unrnkd.com. And by Wabash College. Schedule your visit today at wabash.edu. In a three-point game, Mike, what was the difference?
Well, I'll tell you what, it was just Smith. Noah Smith just took over when they were down 8. He made plays, got rebounds. He just kind of took the game over. Lawrence North fought back valiantly at the end of the game, but they were just a little short. And again, fantastic basketball game. Great to watch and great to announce.
Smith 29, Baker Lands 18 for LN, Webster 24, and Brennan Miller 15. I get the feeling these are two teams, they played 10 times, they might go 5-5. Tonight was Plainfield's night. There could easily be a rematch coming up again, either March 14th or March 21st. Now, obviously, Pike would have something to say about that in the Ben Davis sectional, so it's by no means a guarantee that Plainfield gets out of the sectional, but that's the joy of being in Indianapolis this time of year. We'll come back and give our big dog of the game, brought to us by LD Smith Plumbing. That comes your way next on ISC and My Indy TV.
Hi, this is Bill with Banks & Brower. No, you're fine. How can I help you?
This is Adam Brower from Banks & Brower. Nah, not busy at all.
You got this, Brad. One more mile.
Banks & Brower, this is Brad. No, now's the perfect time to talk.
You never know when trouble will find you.
But when it does, we're here for you anytime.
For every hour, there's Banks & Brower.
Your home uses water all day, every day. So when plumbing problems arise, you need them fixed fast and right. The LD Smith Plumbing crew can handle anything, from outdoor plumbing repairs to everyday water problems. Plumbing may not be pretty, but we're pretty darn good at it, and we'll always give you a fair price.
That's our dirty, stinking, honest LD Smith Plumbing promise.
LD Smith Plumbing.
A dirty, stinking, honest. Call today and save up to $300 on a new water heater installed.
Hey, it's Query.
And I'm Schultz.
And each and every week in podcast form, video form from the IC Sports Network, we do Query and Schultz, brought to you by Bailey & Wood, the fine folks south side of Indianapolis, but serving all of central Indiana for the best mortgage rates.
And, of course, we record right here at Chilly Water Brewing Tap Room and our friends at Hoagies and Hops, 42nd and Boulevard, right here in Indianapolis. We're talking Colts, we're talking Pacers, we're talking Hoosiers, we're talking Boilers, and we're hanging with you.
We talk the tall and the short of it, right, is what we do.
Whatever, man. Every Tuesday night, 7:30, right here on the ISC Sports Network.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com. Back for a final time, Greg Rakestraw, Mike Broughton, our entire ISC Sports Network crew. Plainfield fans, we've seen your team 3 times in the last 10 days because of the schedule they have played. Unfortunately, as I know, we don't have them scheduled again until the postseason. And again, they got to get through a very good Pike team. But Plainfield awfully impressive tonight.
They're very good. I mean, they have 2 outstanding players and the complementary play by the others. And then you got a coach that's won over 400 games, so you got everything you need.
They have won one 4A sectional. It was 5 years ago. They were beaten by Ellen in the regional final. Again, we'll see if those 2 teams can get back to each other come later in March. Time now for our big dog of the game, brought to us by LD Smith Plumbing. LD Smith Plumbing is the big dog of sewers and drains. At LD Smith Plumbing and Drains, you know a thing or two about getting dirty and keeping things flowing. Hats off tonight's big dog, leading the charge and leading his team to victory. And there's little doubt it's Noah Smith with 29 points.
He was fabulous. Jump shot, one of the nicest jump shots we were just mentioning, probably in the state in the last few years at that size of a guy.
Again, he is headed to play for Chris Holtman at DePaul, and his Quakers are now 15-1. Mike and I are back together on Saturday night when we see Mount Vernon and Hamilton Southeastern. But first up on Friday night, it is Pike and Carmel. Another Hall of Famer, and Dave Nicholson joins me for that one. And Cliff, it was good to see you, buddy. We'll do this again sometime real soon. For Mike Brown and our entire ISC Sports Network crew, this is Greg Rakestraw. A good one in Southern Hendricks County. Hendricks County champs beat the Marion County champs by 3. Thanks for joining us at ISC and My Indy TV. Got the dunk, got the poster, and gets the highlight.